Thank you for joining me. Episode 13 is an exciting one. Please stay tuned. Today we'll be looking at Nintendo's second issued game and watch called Flagman. But first things first. Episode 12 challenged you to guess an item with a restricted view. It was a GameCube controller. But not an ordinary one. It was from the Panasonic Q DVD player and GameCube combo, sold exclusively in Japan. A beautiful console to behold. Many of the Game & Watches shown here have been honored with cameos in other systems and games. And even a short run as miniature wristwatches. Did you know, Flagman was the second Game & Watch issued by Nintendo? It was also sold under license by Mego in North America, using the brand name Time Out. Following quickly on April's launch of the first handheld game called Ball and Toss Up under the Mego and Time Out brands. See episode 12 and the link in the description below. Nintendo had production schedules for 5 initial games based upon the liquid crystal display technology borrowed from a chance encounter with a bored businessman playing idly on a calculator while commuting. With only 2 months separated the first and second titles, Flagman went to market in June of 1980. It would later be known as the second offering from the Silver series of Game & Watch. Nintendo manufactured an estimated 250,000 units of Flagman worldwide. The model number for Flagman is FL-02. With this shown on the box, instructions and motherboard of the game's CPU. 2 LR43 batteries were included in the package, as were battery stickers and an instruction manual that included 8 pages including the cover and the back. The primary color for Flagman was orange. There were 4 primary buttons that each contained a number on them. The game mode A and B were different. I'm definitely passionate about these games. The simplicity of each game is misleading. They were marvels of game development when you consider the technical restrictions. The choice of materials too, think about it. A super high quality plastics body, topped with a real metal faceplate and polished to a dazzling shine. The crisp and clear printing of the game names and logos on that metal plate, all screen quality. Both versions of the instructions manual were clear and precise. The button batteries were listed as either LR43 or SR43. Manufactured originally by a company called Maxwell, these are super rare nowadays. Setting the time was a straightforward function. Interestingly, Mr. Game & Watch will lift his arms and legs in line with each passing second while the unit is left in rest mode. Game Mode A is a memory game. After pressing button A flag or a foot will rise up with a number. Then the timing blocks to the right of the screen appear and begin to descend. The player must input the same number that was shown. If correct, a point is scored. The game will now offer another number. A sequence of 2 numbers is shown. The player enters these numbers before the timer expires. If correct, and within the 3 life limit, the sequence will keep adding numbers to remember. Please stay tuned to see this in action in a video shortly. Game Mode B is a reaction game. Mr. Game & Watch will offer a number between 1 and 4. Initially you get 1.630 seconds to enter that single number. Once 10 points are scored, it drops to 0.810 of a second. If you are a mutant superhero and can score over 60 points, you'll get just 0.216 of a second to enter the duplicate number shown you. The instructions explain how pressing hard on the liquid crystal display can cause what collectors call bleeding. This is sadly a common defect on these games, and cannot be remedied. The specifications at the end of the instructions outline care and maintenance requirements. Nearing the end now, but this brings our episode to that point where I'll show you a little gameplay. Seen here is Game Mode A. The sequence is if you follow. First off a single 1. Then 1 and 2, then it's 1, 2, and 3, then the next set is 1, 2, 3 and 1. The 5 block bar on the right is the player's timer, and descends in 1 second if no entry is made.